Hey, it's Adele here. I just want to answer a question that we've received. So it says, why does it seem that the famous and the wealthy have such a relatively high divorce or adultery rate? Good question. Basically, I think it's a function of three things. So firstly, wealthy and famous people have a high demand in their life, high demands for what it is that they're going to achieve. They have a sense of entitlement of what they're going to achieve. They, are used to kind of achieving certain results and success in life. So they're not going to tolerate or put up with anything that's less than their expectations of what it is that they want to achieve in life. So that kind of sense of entitlement is definitely one of the factors in that they won't tolerate an unworkable situation for any kind of long period of time. The second function is, with all that kind of power and wealth, you also have, maybe people, more opportunities. There are people that are coming their way. There may be, a lot of temptation around them, people throwing themselves, at their feet. And in those instances, you have to be really, really strong and clear to resist those kinds of temptations. So, that could be another factor that plays into why this particular group of people have a high kind of instance of divorce rate, but also high instances of adultery. The third function is really like wealthy and successful people are, they're usually quite time poor because they have a lot that they need to get done in any given day. And because they might be on the road a lot or traveling or, doing a lot of work away from their spouse and their families, in those instances, they are more in the path of temptation, but they're also not connecting with their spouse and their family at a deeper level. And that can leave the relationships being quite fragile, and that puts them at risk. And all of those kind of three factors are a perfect storm for why wealthy and famous people do have higher instances of adultery and divorce. So I hope that answers your question. If not, feel free to ask another one.